Hi, it's me again with CorelDraw Tips and Tricks Part 2 of this. We're going to separate, if you didn't watch Part 1, you'll be totally lost. We're going to change out the stars. The stars aren't very good, and some of them had bad spots. And I've still got them grouped together, thankfully, so I can nudge them up out of the way. Because that way we won't mess, and if you look right here at this star, I mean, it's got something really going on. That's just, and I've made a star. Maybe I need to put a little bit, and especially if he's going to laser engrave it, I probably need to make these a little bit thicker. And it's always probably better out, get a star, hold down the control button, make it about the size you want. That looks pretty good. And then take a 2-point line and move it. And now this is he draws in 0.01. I'm going to, I'm going to look at a star. I don't know if he drew it, so it's like the T is kind of, or the point of the star is kind of divided. So what we're going to do, we're going to take this line and put it like right there. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take this line and make it thicker. We're going to make it like, whoop, that's too thick. That's too thick. Okay, that'll work. Now what you have to do for this to work, you've got to go to Object and convert the outline to an object. Because if you don't, it will just do that hairline and won't fill it in. Now I'm going to hold down the control button, which really doesn't matter in this case. I'm going to make the spacing a little bit bigger. Now, I have my nudge factor set on 3. I'm going to change it to 1 for a second. I'm going to take the Smart Fill tool and I'm going to fill that in, fill that in, fill that in, fill that in. And look at that, a much better looking star. Control G to group it. Now, we're about the right size, so I want some black stars. And see, this has a hairline around it, so let's take it away. So now it's just a solid fill. I'm going to fill this in with black, or just turn it black and take away the outline. Okay, so now I have 2 stars. I'm going to get rid of that one. Now, because we've nudged these up, they're going to be a lot easier to work with than trying to get them around that inside. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to get these out of the way. I'm going to take this and ungroup it for a second. And then take our number or letters and go ahead and, I need to put I had it on 3. I just go 3 times. Now I'm going to go ahead and group these together. Control G to group. And I'm going to turn these stars yellow. You know what I'm going to have to do so you can see it maybe? Let me put a box around it and make it blue. Go up to Object, Order, back a page. So now I've got these stars and I've got my new stars. And I'm going to make a bunch of duplicates of them. And if you hit Control D, they'll just keep going. It's always better to use the plus key. That's probably enough stars. Now, because these are grouped and we can't move them around, I would take the nice looking star, the adapted star, and because it's yellow, you can kind of see it. And I'm going to rotate, I'm going to double click on it and get the rotation. And I'm not going to take a lot of time in the video to do this. So that's pretty close. I'm going to take another star, rotate it. And you might want to rotate them all the same. Let's make it 12. Let's make this one 12, and then we won't have to rotate them by hand. Put it about where it is, rotate it to 12, and you can always move it around. I'm going to do one more set, and then we can move that over. Now I'm a little bit bigger, a little bit different shape. Let's do one more set. So we need 3 stars. I'm going to move them closer. Now these are at a different angle. So we'll have to figure out the angle. So we're going to replace this star first. And we're going to rotate it this way. Whoop. We're going to rotate it this way. That's not too bad. It may be a little bit bigger, but that's fine. So we're going to go 320. We can actually take this and rotate it 320. We can take this because you want those in a line. Now you can just take these stars, and then after you've done them all, take the yellow stars and move them down or move them up, and take your new black stars and nudge them down. Oh, that's my extra star, so it's outside the leaf. And then at that time, you want to look around, you know, make sure you're not too close. Like, so I would maybe change your nudge factor to something like 0.01 and take this. Yeah, maybe it'd be better to, well, they can't really be they're not in a line. So I'm just going to nudge that one up. We might want to change it to 0.001 because you don't want them, you know, maybe put that one a little bit higher, kind of have them in a line. But if you group those yellow stars together and replace them with the black stars just by nudging, and you'll be well on your way. I think you'll be a lot happier. Anyway, I hope that helped. Thank you for watching.